On my second bikepacking expedition to develop my fitness for the Silk Road mountain race, I've come to the middle of a lake, renowned to have some epic freediving opportunities. It's near to Tallinn, and it's the site of a long-abandoned prison that's now an awesome site where you can scramble up the hills and swim around ghostly buildings. So I've loaded the gravel bike up with everything I need and set out to find this place that I've heard so much about. The ride is smooth and easy to navigate, with plenty of places to get food and water along the way. With plenty of cycling lanes, I can disappear off into a world of audiobooks and podcasts to generate fresh ideas without the problem of navigating traffic. The first place I stopped to see is a cemetery for former pilots based in the region that are marked by pieces of aircraft to preserve their memory. It's a sobering sight that reminds me of the importance of time away from the computer screen to explore these places in the summer months. But it's getting late, so I have to leave to put my tent up and make some dinner. The first site I choose is almost baked solid from the heat, so I have to pack up and find a new place to bed down for the night. It's now 10:30 at night. It's pretty beautiful here. I had to move from my first place because of not doing my check on the soil to make sure that it was, I could put my tent pegs in there. And now I've traded the soil for some mosquitoes. It's been a long day. A bit of an eye-opener as to how tough it can be if you want it to be. But I've got my tent up, I've got food almost on the go, and I'm going to sleep really well tonight because I am exhausted. But I'm keen for tomorrow because I'm going to visit the remains of the prison that's underwater in the lake next to me. So it's going to be a pretty interesting experience. Freediving around the old prison is super interesting. It's like a sunken museum. But that does invoke a strange sense of paranoia where I'm half expecting to see a dead body float out from behind a wall, like some horrible 80s horror film. The hills around the lake are formed from spoil excavated from the quarry when the water was drained. They take on quite a unique appearance and are challenging to scramble up. I finally make my way to the top and find a little oasis where you can walk around and see the submerged buildings from different angles. can also walk around parts of the abandoned buildings, so I take time to investigate the derelict buildings and imagine what life would have been like for inmates and people who work here. After a few hours of freediving, hiking up and down the hills and exploring the prison, I have to leave. So I pack up my tent and make sure all my gear is properly secured to the bike. Whew. Cycling back to Tallinn is hard work today. It is super warm. I've not cycled in heat this strong since 3 or 4 years ago. It's warm. It's 30 degrees this summer, which is hugely unexpected for a Baltic country, so I have to stop and fill up with water and supplies for the 40-kilometre cycle back to Tallinn. Despite the heat, I'm really keen to get back out for another long expedition. Lots learnt on this, better ways to do things. The aero bars have worked magnificently. They really do just alter your comfort levels and give you extra speed on the downhills where you can just tuck in and just notch up those extra kilometres. I'm really loving bikepacking at the moment. It's given me everything that I wanted out of adventure with a little bit less risk from gravity, and looking forward to getting back home and enjoying a cold beer and some fried cheese balls right now.